Hello, and welcome to Word of Hope. I'm Brother Joe Trout, coming to you for Sunday of the 27th week in Ordinary Time. And our first reading and Gospel have some beautiful reflections on marriage today that I'm just going to set aside, because I want to focus on the very end of the Gospel, which you might not hear if they use the short form of it at Mass this Sunday. But at the end, Jesus beckons the children to come to him, and he tells us that we need to receive the kingdom like little children. Now, I've heard a lot of homilies over the years reflecting on children as innocent and angelic and the sweetness of children, and that we need to become simple again like a child. But as one of 7 kids with a lot of nieces and nephews and friends with a bunch of little kids, this just does not hold up to my experience whatsoever. It is not uncommon to be out in the middle of the day with kid who missed a nap or missed a snack and have them just melt down in a total tantrum. I have seen kids just crying and screaming on the sidewalk because they didn't get to have something that others had that didn't exist. I have heard from a friend that his son had a meltdown at Mass once because he wasn't allowed to lick the kneeler, and that caused him to just start screaming in the middle of Mass. Right? Kids are anything but simple. They are anything but perfect and innocent. They can be quite mean to their siblings, and yet they're good, they're delightful. People should have kids. They're a wonderful blessing from God. They're just not always a simple, delightful, innocent blessing. So what in this are we beckoned to? I think a better distinguishing feature of children is how deeply needy they are. That kids are entirely dependent upon their parents. They can't take care of themselves. They often can't even actually explain what it is that they need or they want, or they're just wrong about what they need or want. And we're frequently like that with God. We are deeply dependent upon his mercy and his grace. We think we know what we want in life, and it turns out we often don't. We are sometimes not that different from the kid that is screaming because he couldn't lick the kneeler. That God has taken away something that is absurd and we shouldn't have, and we don't know how to trust and to rely on him. So that's our invitation, to be children of God who are not grasping out for equality with God like Adam and Eve, but humble ourselves like Christ, willing to accept that God is in fact trying to give us what is good, and that he will give it to us, if we but depend on him. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.